It's no real secret that I am into makeup and into beauty, and I take pride in my appearance and all that kind of stuff. However, I've come to a realization the other day and kind of over the past week or two that I'm never gonna be beautiful on the internet or according to the internet, and very, very few people are. Even these massive celebrities who are seen as these stunning, gorgeous women are shut down as soon as they do one thing out of place or one thing that someone isn't happy with. And you know what? I've taken the journey to really accept that and to really be okay with that. And I kind of want to unpack that today. But first, just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. I love doing these little, I don't know, social commentary kind of videos while I sit down, while I do my makeup. I have something that I got sent in PR to try today, but the rest of the things are not first impressions. I'll go into the products, I'll talk about the products as we go in, but I'm really, really excited. This might be a little bit of a weird video because I don't mean offense to anyone during this video. I don't want to make anyone upset, but this is just kind of the harsh reality that I have figured out over the past few weeks, and I just want to hear your thoughts about it. Maybe you think something completely different, that's fine. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments, but let's jump into it. I'm going to clip my hair back as usual. I'm going to do my base first. I actually have a primer to use today. I do not use primer, I just moisturize my face very, very well, but I did get sent a primer in PR, so you know what? It'd be rude not to give it a go. So this is a very unexpected PR package. I actually got asked to be sent this through like a third party like PR brand, but this is a Vive primer. Now I've never tried anything Vive before. This is the Skin Nova Instant Radiance Primer, and I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. As I said, I don't use primer at all really, so let's see if this makes any kind of difference. So this is what it looks like. I know this might be really, really petty, but the fact that the Vive, like, writing is not center triggers me a little bit. Anyway, we're gonna get going. So let's see. It might take a few pumps because I've never used this before. Oh, it's like bright orange. Okay, I was not expecting that. Let's pop this on my face. I don't know anything about this product, so I'm just kind of going in blind. I don't know the price. I don't know anything. Okay, it's kind of like water, but a little bit tacky. It has a slight smell. Kind of like citrus, like not citrus, but like the tiniest hint of something. Okay, that's my skin. Has it done anything? I think it might have blurred my pores the tiniest bit. The thing is with primers, I'm just not really a fan. I'd rather just moisturize. What are the claims? Skin perfecting radiant primer and hydrator. Skin loving ingredients, ultra fine pigments to give a golden hour glow to the skin. What do you think? Do I have a golden hour glow? I don't know. But any kind of glow I'm going to cover up right now because I'm going to cake my face in foundation. So I am still trying to finish this. This is my Anastasia foundation. It's the foundation that I'm going to be using today, as well as pretty much every single day. I've been really, really trying my best to use this up completely because I'm going nuts with this. Just the pump, we've been here before, the leaking, it's driving me insane. So let's jump in to the topic, shall we? Now, I've always been very self-conscious. I'm a very self-conscious person. It's just who I am. I have quite bad body dysmorphia as well. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole issue. If there is an opportunity to pick myself apart, I will. I'm my own worst enemy. But over the past few months, I've really been trying not to be doing that. I've really been trying to be a bit more kind to myself. I've been trying to take a step back sometimes from my insecurities and say, you know what, it's fine, it's absolutely fine. No one's perfect, this is who you are. Something that's really helped me with my insecurities is to remind myself that thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people have come down the line to make me, and I'm like a product of all of those thousands and thousands of people, and like I should be proud of that. I should be proud to walk around with even my insecurities, because they have come from the thousands of people who have come before me, and that's like a really special thing that I've kind of realised and that I love about me. However, the internet often does not see it that way, and it is a massive, massive reason why I never downloaded TikTok, because the stories that I have heard about TikTok, I'm insecure anyway, okay? I'm an insecure little bean, and I don't have TikTok. If I did have TikTok, I'd be booking cosmetic surgeries left, right, and centre. I already know. Like, there is no question about it. For just the stories I've heard from TikTok, I've heard that even when you just log on to TikTok to film a video, it'll automatically put a filter on you without you even knowing or wanting. It is like terrifying. That to me is terrifying. I did go through a phase where I heavily filtered, not my YouTube videos because I wasn't tech savvy enough to do that, but definitely my Instagram pictures, they were all quite filtered. All my like Snapchats were always filtered. I always had like the cartoonish Barbie filters on that like smoothed your skin and made your nose look non-existent, and that was normal. But now I kind of realise it's not normal. I've taken a great effort to make sure that my Instagram now is 100% unfiltered. It is unedited. If I have a big, massive spot on my forehead, guess what? That's going to be in an Instagram picture, because that's just who I am. When I started doing unedited pictures on my Instagram, oh my god, sorry, I'm using my Nabla close-up concealer. I knew that I would do this. I knew that I would start this Get Ready With Me, get way too in deep, and then just forget to talk about everything, but I'm using my Nabla today. But when I started doing unedited pictures over on my Instagram, my views and my likes and my engagement definitely went down, which is really sad actually, because no one has zero pores. Everyone has pores. Everyone has fine lines. Like, I'm 23. Yeah, I have fine lines. Does that make me old? No. But it's just human nature. It's human beings being human beings. And I feel really sad that these super filtered pictures are still doing the rounds online and making people feel crap about themselves. Like, it really does. And that is where a massive part of my insecurity comes from. It's these Instagram pictures, it's these YouTubers who heavily edit their videos, and that's seen as normal. However, nobody looks like that. Nobody ever. A newborn baby does not have that perfect skin, but that is seen as like the beauty norm on the internet, and nobody looks like that. Nobody is that. No one. So no one is beautiful. No one. Because that is what is seen as beautiful on the internet. And this is not me saying you're not beautiful. I believe everyone is beautiful. I'm saying in the concept of the internet and what the internet deems as beautiful and pretty and inspirational, no one is like that. Even the people who are inspirational and beautiful and, oh my god, goals, they're not actually looking like that because they're filtering their pictures, or they're having hundreds and thousands of pounds of cosmetic surgery, or they're having fillers, or they're having liposuction, or they're having this, that, and the other, BBLs, all that kind of stuff. Nobody is actually that, but that is so normalized. Something that I really noticed and something that really shocked me is over my Christmas break, I did not even notice my biggest insecurity once. How crazy is that? Normally, when I do like work, obviously I work on the internet, I edit myself back all the time. I'm constantly watching myself either on this monitor or on my editing software or in my thumbnails on my Instagram pictures. There is an insecurity that I have on my face that I hate. I was looking into cosmetic surgery to get it removed. I booked consultations. I've had multiple consultations to get this thing quote unquote fixed. And over the Christmas break, I was not editing myself back as much. I was not dilly-dallying on the internet. I was not doing any of this, and I didn't even notice it, which just proves how much the internet plays on insecurities and on how we view ourselves and how we view other people. And I already know, like, you guys have told me, I've gone into depth about this insecurity before on my channel. You guys have said to me, I've never even noticed that about you. I'm going to keep on using my Trigwell powder because I am trying to finish this, and I've made really, really good progress on this actually. This is a powder that I use pretty much every single day, and I can really tell at this point. But I think I'm sick to death of seeing this perfect example of a stunning, beautiful model who's got 50 filters on and who has all these cosmetic surgeries done and who's got all these fillers. Like, it's not attainable to the regular person, and it is so difficult for regular people like you and me to go on the internet and to see people who are like us being pushed down because the people with a bunch of money, the people with a bunch of surgeries, the people with this, that and the other are seen as desirable and the beautiful ones. It's crazy that natural beauty is no longer beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with getting fillers. There's nothing wrong with anything like that. I actually got filler a few years ago, so you know, I've been there. But I think honestly, if these kind of beauty influencers weren't, my nose is so cakey, I don't know why that's happened, but if these beauty influencers weren't so predominant and so perfect in every single way, maybe I wouldn't have felt the need to have got these fillers. I've since, like, I haven't had them dissolved, but I haven't been back for multiple years now, so they've dissolved as much as they can. Nobody told me that fillers actually don't dissolve fully, so that's a great cheeky surprise there. But I just feel like it's not enough. Nothing that we do is enough for this impossible beauty standard of the internet. So the bronzer that I'm going to use is so close to pan right now, and I really, really hope, everyone cross your fingers, everyone hope that we can hit pan today. This is my Kindr Kind Bronze Bronzer, and I'm really hoping that you can see the massive waffle pan peeking through in this product. So everyone, please just keep your fingers crossed and hopefully we can do it today. Okay, this is in a project 10 uses, and I'm planning on filming that after this video. So if I can have a pan for 10 uses, I'm gonna be a happy gal. One of the things that I saw which kind of prompted this video is a picture of, I think it was Margot Robbie recently, and she's pregnant. And oh my god, like, how wonderful is that? She's pregnant, she's bringing a life into the world, she's like being a mum, which is what a lot of people just dream of. How incredible. And Margot Robbie is definitely seen as one of the like most beautiful women in Hollywood right now. She's definitely what a lot of men want, and like Barbie, she was incredible, she's beautiful, she's stunning. And in the comments of this picture, it was a picture of her heavily pregnant, and I think she was like sat by a pool or like in a bathing suit or something. And the comments of this photo were absolutely abysmal. They were saying how fat she was, how ugly she was. Oh, she's really let herself go. Like, she looks awful. She's pregnant. Heavily. Like, what? The fact that a heavily pregnant woman is being scrutinized because she's not looking sexy enough, like, what is wrong with people? I actually don't understand. Do you think that she's like, what, 8 months pregnant, getting dressed every day, going, I really hope Bill from the internet, Bill327 with a picture of his car as his profile picture, I really hope that he finds me really attractive today. Like, no, shut up. And that brings me on to like unsolicited advice. Guys, now I don't really get it, which is amazing. I'm so thankful. However, a lot of people get unasked for advice on how they can be more beautiful, how they can be better looking, how they can fix, quote unquote, fix themselves. Shut up. Shut up. If they haven't asked for it, don't say it. It's really, really damaging, especially like TikTok. It's a young audience. I feel so bad. I'm so thankful I never downloaded TikTok. Oh my god. I saw somewhere, it was like an experiment. Someone made like a fake profile. They pretended to be like a 13-year-old on TikTok. And I think it took them about 10 minutes to be shown a plastic surgery like advert. How terrifying is that? Also, side note, no pan yet, which is really disappointing because I really want to hit pan so badly. I'm going to keep using this like every single day. I'm going to take this home. I'm not in the studio over the next 2 days, so this is going to be my go-to bronzer over the next 2 days. What blush do I want to use? I'm going to use one of my older blushes from Odens I think. I think I'm going to use the shade Lilac Mist, which is a little bit more pinky one, just because I don't really know what eye look I'm doing, to be honest. I know what palette I'm using. That's pretty much it for now. Something that's really upset me as well is I've been quite open and honest over on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and everything. I always try and be as honest as possible when it comes to like mental health and just physical health in general. This brush is way too dense. Wow. Okay. Well, we're going quite blush heavy today, apparently. I should have used my normal brush, but I used a very dense one instead, which is great. I've been very, very open about mental health. I try and be as open and honest as possible because one of my pet peeves is, this is a little side note, by the way, one of my pet peeves is influencers who pretend to have the perfect life. Like, nobody does. Everyone has troubles. Everyone has worries. But the fact that people come on camera sometimes and just portray this beautiful, perfect life, nothing goes wrong for them, they just skip through life with rainbows and unicorns by their side, it's not real. I've never wanted to come across like that. I have troubles, I have insecurities, I have rough times. Everyone does. I want to be open and honest about that. But where was I going with this? I actually can't remember where I was going with that, which is great. Oh, I think what I was kind of getting round to is the influencer. That's it. I've been very, very open and honest about. Sorry, my brain just went absolutely blank there. I just went off on a tangent and I was off. But I've always been open and honest about my struggles, my insecurities. I have had an ED. I'm still kind of struggling with an ED. I don't eat as much as I should. The amount of brands that have emailed me asking to promote like weight loss stuff, it's genuinely really terrifying to me. Like, maybe it's not a big deal to some people listening to this, but it would be so easy for me to accept that and to just go like completely AWOL and to just delve straight back into all of that horrific stuff that I've worked so hard to overcome. There was a point in my life where I did things that I really shouldn't when it comes to weight loss. I've never been big. I've always been very, very, very small. But even then, I was pursuing options for like weight loss and things like that. I was doing things I really shouldn't have been doing. And people are saying, we'll pay you to promote this weight loss stuff and to use this weight loss stuff. So there's like that, oh, I could get paid for it. And my body dysmorphia, like, I am quite big, I am quite fat, so maybe I could do that. It's so predatory. It's so unbelievably horrific, and it's really, really scary. But again, I feel like I look underweight. I don't know. I feel like, my collarbones are pretty, like, I don't look big. So why would someone message me and be like, let's promote this weight loss stuff? Like, I don't understand. There's like an audience for that stuff. It's like someone commenting and being like, oh, can you promote this beard cream? Like, I don't have a beard. Or can you promote this tattoo stuff? I don't have tattoos. Like, I just don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It just proves that, like, no, like, they don't watch my channel. They really, really don't. But to me, it's really, really scary for people to just come over. Like, I've had a lot of weight loss options, like a lot of weight loss companies come to me and say, oh yeah, let's promote this weight loss drug, promote this like machine that burns fat, promote this, promote that. And it's so scary because if I wasn't in the mentality that I am right now, I could very, very easily go back to being how I was and how I fought not to be for so many years. And that really is terrifying to me. So I think I want quite a blinding highlight today. So I'm going to go with my Makeup Obsession Mega Lightning. This is such a vibrant highlight. So I'm going to go really, really gently with it, but it is a super white, icy shade. Obviously, I'm going to pop that just on the high points of my cheeks where highlight goes. Oh, my dog has farted. That stinks, Dan. But again, it's just a kind of realization that, like, I will never be beautiful in the eyes of the internet. There is always something else that I could do. There is always, oh, what about this filler? What about this Botox? What about this cosmetic surgery? You can always have this. You can do this. You can do this. And it is so scary because these people who have had thousands of pounds worth of surgeries are now in the limelight and are now deemed as normal. And going back to the point I was making before, the people like me who haven't had work done or have had work done way, way, way back in the past that is kind of gone now, what are we meant to do? I just think TikTok especially has really, it's just the worst thing. I hate to sound like, you know, a mum or something, because I always do. I feel like a mother whenever I give this speech, but TikTok is just the devil. Like, it really is. I hate it so much just because it breeds insecurity. It breeds behavior that is disgusting to me. It breeds like retention. Oh my God. The amount of like messages and comments that I get to say like, your intros are so long. My intros are normally like 30 seconds to a minute. Like, that's not long. If you can't sit through that, there's an issue. I'm not just gonna come on camera and be like, hey guys, I'm doing this makeup look. Okay, bye. Like, that's not me. That's not who I want to be. I want to have this relationship with my audience. I want to be able to sit down and have a chat with you guys like I'm doing today. And I want to be able to have that relationship with you guys. And I don't know, I'm just going on a bit of a rant about TikTok now, aren't I? I could do this all day, honestly. TikTok, hate it with a burning passion. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using a pretty new palette to me. I've used this a few times. This is the brand new palette from the Pastel Roses, and this is the Moonlight eyeshadow palette. Now, I am getting their newest release in the mail today, actually, in 5 minutes, apparently. So maybe it'll arrive in time for this video. The delivery packaging service that says that I will have this at 2 o'clock, between 2 and 3 o'clock, and it is currently 1:55. So I don't know, but I mean, beautiful. I did do a purpley look with this originally. Today I want to do like more of a bluey, kind of smoky look. I don't know, what do I want to do? I definitely want to use Milky Way and Blue Moon, which are those two shades. I'm just going to start with Blue Moon. Why not? I'm just going to make this up as I go. I'm just going to start packing that through the crease. This is actually a really pigmented blue, considering it's a pastel. Pastels are normally like so lackluster, but this is really, really good. I used to live in a big city, and I definitely noticed that when I lived in the city, the kind of cosmetic surgery trends were a lot more prominent. Now I live in a very, very small town. Like, it's a very like farming town. So very, very few people have cosmetic surgery here. Like, I don't think anyone really has fillers here. It's very, very rare. Like, some of the younger people do, but it's not common. Like, in Liverpool, it was very, very common for people to get cosmetic surgery and fillers and all that kind of stuff. But here it's definitely a lot less. But I really like living here because there's not that pressure. When I lived in Liverpool, there was pressure online and there was also pressure in real life. I feel like in the cities, the internet has a lot more of a like hold on people. It really makes people like the trendsetters almost. And then the aesthetic places do start popping up in the cities. I can't think, like, I don't think there's any aesthetics places in my little town where I live now. And thank God, like, not noticeable ones anyway. But in Liverpool, they were up all over the place. You couldn't go down the street without seeing one, and it's scary. Like, why do we have to change ourselves? Why? I remember seeing like a commentary video on YouTube about I think it was this woman, and she was taking pictures of people who didn't ask for this. Okay, these were like random people that she was just like picking out off Instagram, and she was like, her whole content was explaining what cosmetic surgeries that person should get to be more beautiful. How disgusting is that? How disgusting is that? I have no idea. Like, the thought of me even, like, doing that actually makes me sick. I'm going to go in with the shade Dust, I think, which is this grey. But the thought of me getting a picture of someone and going, yeah, this person here, she needs chin filler, she needs lip filler, she needs a BBL, oh my God, that is such mean girl behaviour. Like, stop. I'm going to start popping that on the outer corner and then like through the crease. I don't know if this is going to be like a particularly insane look today, but I just want to play about a little bit. As I said, I did do a purple look with this palette the first time that I used it. So I want to do something a little bit more me today. I'm definitely a bit more blue, a bit more smoky, a bit more cool toned. So I don't know, I'm just having a play. But let me know in the comments down below, have you noticed a shift in the past few years with kind of cosmetic surgery pushes and insecurities building up? Because my insecurities have definitely built up over the past few years, like with the rise of, I'm going to say it again, I'm so sorry, with the rise of TikTok. I'm not even on TikTok, but I feel like some of the culture of TikTok has kind of spread onto Instagram and to YouTube, and I've definitely noticed a massive shift. I would just love for everyone to just accept everyone for who they are, everyone to just mind their own damn business. Like, if you want to get filler and you want to get Botox and you want to get cosmetic surgery, like, go for it. That's amazing, that's great for you. But don't pressure other people to be going in to the same thing just because you think that they could do with it or they could benefit from it. Like, stop. If they ask for advice, like, sure, go for it, but like, stop it. I really, really want kind of makeup companies and modeling agencies to be able to go back to showing real people with real faces, with real bodies, with real this, that, and the other, and just not Photoshop everything and not have girls with like BBLs and all these mad surgeries. Like, just stop. I've really noticed it. This is a bit of a side tangent. This is not something that I thought I'd be going into, but I really noticed it with video games. Now, I'm not a gamer. However, I did watch Fallout and I did watch The Last of Us, and they are like video games. The amount of people who were saying that the lead characters, who are both women, aren't like sexy enough for that role, and they're like making edits of them and giving them like chin fillers and giving them like this perfect porcelain skin and giving them like eyelid raises and Botox and stuff like that. Like, what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? Of course, like, video games, you can make someone have huge E-size boobs and you can give them a tiny 6-inch waist. Like, you can do that in video games. I wish they wouldn't, but you can do that in video games. When a video game adaptation is made, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. It's just disgusting to me, and it's another example of how far we've gone with this, like, no one is beautiful enough anymore. Like, everyone needs work doing, apparently. This is me quoting, and I do not think that at all, but it's really scary to think of. I'm going to use Milky Way. I did use this shade in my original review, but I mean, of course, I have to use it again. I have to. Such a stunning shade. And you can get 20% off all the pastel roses with code Caitlin20. That is not affiliated. I don't earn any money from that. That is just for you to get some money off. Honestly, I wish I got paid from that. Because I know that so many of you have used that code. I'm actually really intrigued to know how many people use that code. Not for like money reasons, but like I don't really get any stats on it. But like it would be really intriguing to see like how many times you guys have used that code. But I know it really helps out the pastel roses as well, so that's what I want. I might do a big winged liner. Oh, maybe I could use my Pan That palette. Maybe I could use the dark blue as a deep liner. I might do that. What a good idea, Caitlin. You know what? Sometimes I get very good ideas. Oh, I've just heard my dog fart again. Oh no. I've heard an argument kind of going round the internet recently that if you're like a social media like influencer or person on social media, that you're kind of like welcoming in criticism just by being on the internet. That is absolute garbage. That is the biggest bunch of crap I've ever heard in my life. Just because I like to sit here and put makeup on my face does not mean that I'm inviting mean people. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Side note. Doesn't mean that I'm sit here going like, everyone roast me. Everyone tell me what cosmetic surgery I need. Everyone tell me how ugly I am. Like, no. I feel like this kind of, I don't know, cosmetic surgery rise has also made a lot of people so rude as well. So rude. It's almost like being like natural is the anomaly. And if you're natural, it's like, oh, well, you could be doing all of this to make you look so much better. Like, no, shut up. It just makes me so angry. It really, really does. Like, it makes me so sad looking back to the time where I got my filler done and like looking back on how insecure I was and how I thought I needed that filler. It makes me so upset. And the reason I got that filler is because I was in such a bad mental spot and thinking that people are like promoting that and pushing that. No. I've told this story before, but I am so unbelievably lucky with my injector when I got filler. Because I got filler done in my smile lines. And hi Stan, how you doing? We have a very good boy here today. Should we have a Stan break? Here he is. I got filler done in my smile lines. Hi, I need to do my makeup. Please don't lick it off. I got filler done in my smile lines and I went back to my injector. Do you mind? Oh. And I said I actually want more doing. Like, please can you give me more after about a week? And she said no, because it would make me look stupid. And I'm so glad that she said that now. Do you mind? You're strangling me. Ugh. But yeah, she said no. And I'm so glad now. At the time, I was absolutely gutted that she said no. Sorry, it stands pulling on my fingers right now. But now I look back and I think, oh my God, how lucky was I? Ow. Your little devil dog. You devil dog. Bless you. I'm so lucky that she turned around and said no, because it will make you look stupid. And I was just so desperate not to have smile lines anymore that I like didn't care that it would have made me look stupid. I just like wanted them I wanted another dose so badly. And it is so easy to get caught up in that, because once one insecurity goes, another one comes up. I learned that the hard way. As soon as that insecurity went, another one pops up. As soon as you fix that, another one pops up. As soon as you fix that, another one pops up. You just cannot win. I'm going to run off, do the rest of my face off camera, then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to share some final thoughts. I just love a blue look so much. I just feel so cool in blue. I don't know, blue is like a neutral to me. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I love it so much. This palette, I'm so glad I got to play around with it again because it is really, really special. It is the Pastel Roses Moonlight palette. I keep wanting to call it the Moon Dust palette, but it's the Moon Dust highlighter, but the Moonlight palette. I need to get that in my head. So yeah, oh, I love it. I think it's so cute. And now that I know that I can do a super cute blue look with it, I already know I'm going to be using it so much. My lip combo is a lip combo that I've been doing a hell of a lot recently. It's made up of a lot of Project Pan products. So it's the Huda Beauty Flirt lip liner, it's the Colourpop Parker lippy sticks, and then it is the Profusion Juicy Lip Tint, all combined to make a beautiful brownie nude lip. And you guys know, if you've been on my channel for a while, a brownie nude with a blue eye, literally my dream. So what did you think of the topic of today's video? It was a little bit of a different one. It was a little bit catty, a little bit sharp, but you know what? I'm annoyed. I feel like the natural people need to make a stand. Okay, the people who have not had 50,000 litres of Botox injected in their face needs to say, you know what? We're not being pushed to the background anymore. We're so beautiful. We're all amazing and gorgeous. And even if you have had loads of Botox and filler and all that kind of stuff, you're still gorgeous and beautiful. That's not what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying. You get me. Have you found this? Have you found similar things? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. But with that being said, my dog is licking my desk, so I need to go and sort that out. And I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.